Hi and welcome to this 20-minute total body tune-up. I'm Kirsty and I'm going to be taking you through this weighted session today. So this is a session where we're going to be incorporating weights as well as your own body weight. And we're going to be building some serious muscle to increase your metabolic rate and your overall health and fitness. I've got a couple of sets of weight here. I've got a light set and a medium set. If you have a heavier set as well, that's going to be great. If you just have the one set, don't worry. I'm going to let you know when you can use a lighter set or a medium set. So just follow along and do what you can. As with all my workouts, please just work to your own level. And if you're finding something tough, then you can just skip it and move on to something else. Please make sure you are using good form as you're working through the session. And if you're ready, then let's get going. Okay, so the first exercise, we're going to do a squat to curl. So as it's our first exercise, I'm going to use my lighter set just to make sure everything is all good. So I'm going to take my feet quite wide, toes facing forwards. I'm going to sit down into the squat and then curl up at the top. So join in when you're ready. Back is nice and straight. Curl, no swinging of the weights. Down, curl. Good. So the format for this session today is we're going to work for 40 seconds for each exercise and take 20 seconds as recovery. We're going to do every single exercise twice. So you're going to get to know them all really, really well. So if you're finding something tricky and you just get into it, don't worry. You're going to get another chance to get that done as we go through for the second round. So almost done here. Take your rest. Well done. So we're going to see that squat to curl again. So just making sure that you're holding your weights with your palms facing out, and as you're curling up and bringing the weights back down, you're not swinging them wildly. Okay, let's get ourselves ready. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So sit into that squat, curl, good. Sitting down into the squat, well done. Nice and slow on that curl. We're going to do some more bicep curls towards the end of the session. So your arms are really gonna get a great working out today. Good. Down, keep that back really nice and straight. Chest is open, chin is up. Good. If you're finding it tough on the knees, you can turn your toes out to the side. Almost there. And relax. Good job. I'm going to stay with the same weights and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing some weighted reverse lunges. So reverse lunges are usually a little bit kinder on the knees than a forwards lunge. So I'm going to make sure I've got enough space behind me. I'm going to step back, drop down and bring the weights up to my shoulders. So a hammer curl. Ready? Let's go. We're going to switch sides. So drop down and drop down. Again, not swinging the weights. If you find the full reverse lunge too challenging, you can step back and step back. And then you can start to do a little semi-drop. Okay, so just work through whatever range of movement feels good for you. But any way that you're doing it, that upper body needs to be strong, straight, confident. Good. Almost there. And rest. Well done. So you can put the weights down, you can keep holding them. Totally up to you. Heart rate should be starting to increase, especially with that kind of exercise. There's a lot going on, there's a lot of coordination. The brain is going to be working hard. So we're working our muscles, our heart and lungs, but also the brain. Super important. Ready? Let's go again. Last time with this one, so if you're not a fan, don't worry, you've only got to do it twice. Imagine you've got a straight line going through your body from the crown of your head all the way down through your pelvis, nice and straight, down to the floor. Well done. No swinging of those weights, so you're not swinging them back here. Nice and strong and straight. Military precision. Good. Almost there then. Well done. 2, 1, take a rest. Okay, we're going to put those lighter weights to the side, pick up the heavier ones, and we're going to do some deadlifts here. So, just to show you, this time my palms are facing into the body. I'm going to keep those weights really close to my shins as I come down and coming back up to stand, okay? So it looks like a squat, but it's not a squat. Ready? Give it a try with me now. So, rolling down, Shoulders stay higher than the hips, coming back up. Keep those hands really close back, very straight, and up. Push the heels into the floor, pushing up, good. So you want to use the heaviest weight that you have with this one. I'm using only a set of 5s because I'm using just 2 sets of weights for this workout. I appreciate that not everybody has a full range of weights. So just trying to show you how we can make this accessible to everybody. 2, 1, finish the one that you're on. Stow those weights safely just for your 20 seconds rest. And we are going to go again in just a moment. So making sure when you do that deadlift that you're coming down nice and close to those shins, okay? Back stays really straight, neck is nice and neutral. Ready? Let's do it again. Down, up, really pushing the bottom back, lifting through the glutes. Down, lift up through the glutes. Good work. Well done. Lift it on up. Excellent. So we're working through time rather than reps here, because again, we don't know what weights everybody's got, so just if you're finding it too hard and you can't maintain good form, then you can stop. You will have done enough. 2, 1, take your rest. Well done. We're going to head down to the mat. We're going to do some press-ups. If you find press-ups too tricky on the mat, you can use your raised surface, or you can use a wall or a window and do a wall press instead. Okay, I'm going to show you onto the mat, onto your knees, or you can do your toes if you prefer. 2, 1, let's go. So chest down, push it up, down and up. So elbows are coming back, or if you have a bit of a shoulder issue and that's too painful, then you can let the elbows come out to the side. We just want to get you moving. Okay, chest comes all the way down, strong and straight in that core. So this is your modified press up here. You can go onto your toes, pressing down, pushing up. Keep your body nice and strong and straight as one. And of course, you've got your incline press if you want to go on a raised surface, or your wall press. Take a rest. Well done. Come off those arms for a moment. It's the getting the chest down and then pushing yourself back up again. That's what we're looking for. When you've mastered that, you can move on to the next stage. And if you're finding that really, really tricky, then go back a stage, really nail that, and then try again. Okay? Let's get going. Chest down, push it up, down and up. It's about confidence in your body, confidence in that movement. Push. Fingertips are facing forwards, not splayed out to the side. Neck is nice and neutral, so chin away from chest. And breathing. Always with the breathing. So important. We don't want any dizzy spells. Don't want you getting put off doing your exercise. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to stay down onto the mat. I'm going to pick up a set of weights. I'm going to use my 5 kilos here. So lying back onto the mat, elbows are onto the floor and feet off the mat. We're going to push the weights up and push the feet out, coming back to in the first position. So up and out. If you're finding the pushing out of the feet too much, you can just press straight up and together, elbows come back down. But otherwise, feet out at the same time, and you're getting a good lot of muscular engagement going on with this. Push. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Keep controlled as well. Well done. Almost there. Good. 2, 1. Take a rest. Hold those weights. Get 20 seconds. 20 seconds of just lying down for a second. That's quite nice. It'll soon be over. Just enjoy it while it's here. Think about all the things you've done well. No negativity. Only positivity in this space. 2, 1. Let's go again. So push it up. Come back down. up. Good. Breathing all the time. Push that lower back into the floor. If you're finding it too tricky to straighten the legs, you can just tap. Okay, use a bent leg here instead. It's tough with the coordination, but it's supposed to be challenging. Your brain needs the stimulation. Your brain needs to work. Okay, keep challenging the muscles. Keep challenging the brain. It's so important as we get older. Good job. 2, 1. Safely return those weights. We are going back up to our feet. So make sure those weights are safely stored away. And you're going to get your light set of weights. Because even with a light set of weights, this next exercise feels heavy. Okay, so a face pull. You're going to have the weights out in front and pull into your ears, out and in. So join me when you're ready. Good. So I'm using a set of 3 kilos for this, and they feel heavy. Okay, so even if you're using a 1 kilo, okay, even if you're not using a weight at all, and you can do this without a weight, it's exactly the same muscles, they're just not under as much resistance, okay? 10 seconds. Good. Keep it going. Take a rest. See what I mean? Those weights feel heavy. Keeping them up all that time is a really long time. Okay, we're nearly ready to go again. Just going to let the blood get into those old arms there. Ready to go again. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up they go. Into the ears. Back out again. Into the ears. And back out. Making sure that when you're doing that, you're not pushing the neck forwards. Okay, so making sure that you're just bringing them in, pushing them out. In, pushing them out. Again, nice and slow, making sure that they're not overly fast. Good. Well done. Breathing. If you've had enough, you can stow the weights down and you can do it without weights. Well done. And rest. Good job. Okay. Coming down into a staggered position, I'm going to use my heavier weights, my 5 kilos here, and we're going to do a shoulder press from a staggered position. So this is really good because it challenges your core a little bit more, this unstable surface. So I've just got one toe tucked at the back, bringing the weights up, pushing up and back down. Elbows are nice and high, around about a 90-degree bend there. Good. Pushing it up, nice and strong and straight in the core. If you're finding this tough, on this staggered position, you can do it standing or you can do it seated, okay? If you're finding it's going into the lower back too much, then that's probably because you need to strengthen your core. So go standing or sitting. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest, stow those weights safely. We're going to change legs just to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, find out if you're still as stable on this side as you were on the other side. Let's find out. 5 seconds then. Collect those weights. And let's go. Pushing them up and together. Back down. Up. Back down. Good. Well done. Find a fixed point for your eye gaze so you know that your head is nice and neutral. Chin is up. You're not adjusting your head forwards. Good. Keep it going. Push down. Good. Two, 1. Take a rest. Okay, back up to your feet. Now, you've got the choice. What you want to do now is we're going back into those bicep curls. So you can either use your heavier weight. We're going to do 2 together. Come back down. Do 1, then the other. Okay? So, lighter weights, medium weights, whatever you've got. Let's go. So 2 together. All the way down. one, then the other. Okay, this just makes it a little bit more interesting. We want to be using one side at a time, so unilateral work, because there's nowhere to hide. Okay, so if you use everything two together, two arms at the same time, one weaker side will never be sort of exposed. So you need to make sure that we're doing things unilaterally, so one side as well. It makes for more interesting movements, and you can really feel which is the weaker side. Good, take your rest. Okay, one more of those. We're really close to the end of the program, so if you are still going with me now, then really well done, and thank you so much. We're going to stay with these light weights if you're using your lighter weights. If you're not and you're using your heavies, switch to the lights for the exercise after this one. Ready? Let's go. So 2 together. Down. Keep those elbows tucked in. Good. Up. Down. Nice and slow. You'll notice when I return the weights, I'm returning them slowly with control, and I'd like you to do the same. It's going to increase strength through your eccentric muscle contraction. Good job. Excellent work. Nearly there. You're doing so well. 2 together. And take your rest. Stay with these lighter weights. You're going to come into a little bent over position, so a really straight back, a bent knee, a little bent hip. Tuck in the arms nice and tight, and you're going to come out. So nice straight line from shoulder to wrist. Bring the weight back in, and then on the other side. 2, 1, let's go. So tricep kickback. Nice and straight. Controlled. So we're not looking for the weight all the way up here. Not what we're after. Nice and straight. Chin. Nice neutral position with that head. So chin's not down here. You shouldn't really be able to see your feet except for in your peripheral vision. Good. Well done. Keep that bottom pushed back. 2, 1. Take your rest. Stow those weights if you need to. So we've worked the biceps. We're into the triceps now. And then we've got one more exercise after this, and it's a body weight only, back down to the mat. So we're almost there. You've done amazingly. Let's go. Back in. Back in. Good. Really strong and structured with this exercise. Not letting any momentum take over. It's almost robotic. Breathing all the time. Well done. Well over halfway on this now. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put those weights away nice and safely. Head back down to the mat or your raised surface or your wall if that's where you're working. And let me show you what we're doing next. Onto knees or onto toes. Opposite hand touches the opposite shoulder and back down. We're creating an unstable surface here, so no rocking of hips, okay? Keep those hips really strong and straight. With me when you can. Minimal hip shift. That's what we're after here. Good. So onto your toes, it looks exactly the same, but harder to control the core. So really making sure that you're gripped in nice and tight to avoid hips swinging like this, okay? That's not what we're after. The harder you work on engaging those muscles, the quicker the return. Okay, so if you actively engage those muscles, they're going to show up for you. Okay, these are true facts. Take a rest. One more, then you're done. That's your 20-minute session done. 20 minutes well spent, in my humble opinion. Okay, we're nearly there. We've got just 5 seconds now. 2, 1, let's go. Strong and straight. Think strong and straight. gripping tight to those tummy muscles, making sure that you're not holding your breath. So there's a difference between holding in the muscles and holding the breath. Okay, if you can talk, if you can laugh, if you can sing, not that you'd want to be singing, but you know what I'm saying. If you can do all that, you're not holding your breath. So say a few words. You can shout, scream, swear. I don't mind. I can take it. Keep it going though. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Take your rest. Really well done. That is 20 minutes of a workout done. You've got your full body worked in that workout program today. So really, really well done. Thank you so much for checking out this workout today. Please do leave a like, a comment. Please share it with anyone that you think will need it. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye.